Hey everyone, it's Marvel Unlimited time. I'm going to talk about my favorite reads on the app. Let's get into it. First one up is NYX 5, the last issue. Prodigy and the Krakoan were fighting each other and got arrested, and the Step Forward Cuckoos spread propaganda that mutants are bad and the Helens, and so it's up to Kamala Khan and to tell the people in New York that, listen, we're not going anywhere, And let me be honest with you about Kamala Khan. I still see her as an Avenger, but in this issue, I really start to feel her mutant roots. And so she's friends with Sophia Cuckoo, who isn't bad like the other Stepcover Cuckoos. And at the end, there's like this big riot of people who are anti-mutant. And Kamala Khan gets her own mutant rally, and she gets the New York City Council to drop the case against mutants. It was a great issue. Alright, next issue, we're keeping it with X-Men. Uncanny X-Men, number 5. This issue starts with Rogue getting pounced by this monster named Gaunt, who in last issue demolished Wolverine to the point of like, he's not gonna die. All right, they're never gonna kill Wolverine, but real close. And so they're fighting, and Nightcrawler, Gambit, Wolverine heals up from the fight before, and there's these new mutants named Jitter, Deathwing, Ransom, and Callies. They go to save Rogue, but then they are met up with Gaunt's zombie minions. So this goes on, and Gaunt's about to kill Rogue, and Rogue finds it in herself because in the first issue, she goes and visits this kid with cancer, and she visits him, and she's like, she sparks this, like, her healing powers, and at the brink of it, before Gaunt kills Rogue, she gets her healing powers back, and turns the tide of the fight, and beats up Gaunt, brings to Karina Ellis, who's like the new Sentinel. So it was a good fight. It was a good issue. All right, Laura Kinley, Wolverine. So this is spinning out of like NYX, and she has to find this lost mutant, and she goes to Dubai, and she meets up, and she finds that the boy was kidnapped by one of the Morlocks, and she fights the Morlocks and returns the missing kid. And at the end of the issue, it's teased that she's going to fight Electra Daredevil. This is a good start. A little bit weird, but a good start to the first issue. I liked this. This was a good start. Now, I'm not like the biggest fan of Steve Orlando, but he knocked it out of the park with this one. Steve Orlando is a good writer. Don't get me wrong. His Marauders run was really good. So Psylocke gets put on the bench. They're like, listen, you're burnt out. Get out of here. So she's like, if they don't want to... So Quanon goes on a solo mission, essentially an X-Force mission via the last X-Force, where they were like undercover black ops. And she goes to this slave auction selling mutants. And who's there but the Reavers? She fights all the Reavers and whoops all the Reavers' ass. And it was an awesome issue. Can't wait for Psylocke 2, as Yeah, I love Psylocke. She's one of my top three. Wolverine, Psylocke, and Nightcrawler. Alright, I'm going to speed this up because I know I'm going really slow. Exceptional X-Men 3, MS Frost, Kitty, and Kitty trained their new X-Men mutants. Axo, she, Mew, Axo, Melee, and Bronze. And Iceman shows up at the end. It was okay. Not my favorite of the X-Men. Wolverine fights the Wendigo, and the Lady Deathstrike shows up. Good issue. Phoenix, she's out in space, and she's up against the Galactic Council. They think she's too powerful, so they want to go after her and shut her down because they think Phoenix has too much power. I'm enjoying it. It's a little conflicted, but I do get most of it. I do like Jean Grey. Good issue. Avengers Assemble. Avengers fight vampires. The Night Stalkers. She-Hulk. It was okay. The Serpent Society shows up. I like the Serpent Society stuff. They're great villains. So them fighting the Serpent Society was good stuff. I enjoyed that part of it. It was good. It was lots of action. And I also been reading the Ultimate Spider-Man. Awesome. And the Ultimates. It's a great book. All right, everybody. That's it for Marvel Unlimited, and I'll see you next week. Peace out.